I do. Ooh.
Oh, we can still hear us.
Oh, we're all muted because I had to forcibly mute everybody.
Great stuff.
Hello, everybody. Chat. Yes, we
Hello.
are. Many are saying this. Well, I'm not back. I'm here. They're back. I'm here. For the first time. Well, officially. Semantics. You know.
Girls back. Girls and Girls is back. Luke is with us now. I'm going to be so real with you. I rocked out of work. I don't know, what time is it now? It's 7:15 now. I got out of work at 6:17. I got home, I set up, I jumped straight on stream. It is what it is. But we're here. We made it. Late, but what's new?
You know, I don't think we're not like abysmally late. You know,
Nah, it's been worse.
No. How is everybody?
Yeah.
Go. Full-time employment, man.
Oh my god, it fries your brain.
It does. However, I'm actually doing quite well. All things considered, October has been quite the month for many, many reasons, but we made it through. It's almost November. It's almost Christmas. I am in the festive season. I know it's not been Halloween yet. I don't care. I need joy in my life. So bring on Christmas.
You know, it's so crazy because like I was trying to be festive today and like I went to like the dollar store to look for a cheap mask. I got this, but it's a little tight. So we're just going to keep that like, up here. But anyway, they already have like the Christmas stuff out, and I'm like, Halloween hasn't even happened yet. Like all the Christmas stuff is already out, which is crazy to me. But I understand, like, you know, this year's been disgusting. Like really disgusting. I feel like I've been dog walked by a dozen enemies. My enemies have won. The weapons are forming and they're prospering. But you know,
my year has been good, you know. I'm sorry to inform.
sorry to say.
It's okay. It's because you're not American.
Yeah.
I think, like, you know.
Yeah.
Americans-
I think that from I could not imagine. Just from seeing the news, is like, well, you know.
You know, it's okay. I can't say that this fate wasn't self-inflicted. Not self-inflicted, but collectively inflicted by the country. But you know, hey, it is what it is. We have to go with it. Welcome to Girls on Graps. I'm Lyric. This is Anna. This is Charlie. Yeah, this is the first episode since.
I don't even want to think about when the last episode was.
What was the last episode? Oh my god. Was it the Aquatic Head episode?
Oh no. Is that what we went out on?
Was it? We were explaining to Joe the aquatic head of the Montoya incident.
Oh my god.
Oh, the Montoya,
yes.
what about that?
Oh no. It actually
Was that the last? Oh my
the
god.
last episode was before I went to Vegas. Chat, it's not October.
Wow. Whoa.
How bad for real? How bad for real?
Whoa. That's the time. That was a while ago.
6 months.
Well, you know, we're back. Officially a relaunch, rebrand.
Look at this background. It is so cute.
It is, yes.
The background is so cute.
It is really cute. I've learned to love the color pink. I was a real pink hater growing up, but as I've gotten older, I've come around.
My room is entirely pink. Room reveal moment. My bed, you can see my bed frame is pink.
Oh my
So
god.
cute.
My bed sheets. Yes, I'm doing this on bed. Wait, room tour. My carpet.
I love it.
My curtain. I have a pink jacket at my door.
Are you a rose gold person?
Yes. I'm just anything pink person.
I felt like I went through a really big rose gold jewelry phase where like any watch or anything that I wore, I wanted it to be rose gold. I think it's so cute.
Yeah, I'm still like a lot of gold because I don't find a lot of rose gold things, so this is like the closest. But anything pink, I'm the easiest person to gift. You know,
You know what? Hey, I can get jiggy with that. You want to talk about some wrestling? Okay, before I say this, how much of wrestling have y'all watched this past week? What have you seen
This past week?
Have you seen anything?
it's a loaded question.
Do we count the UK indie shows I go to?
Yeah, of course. Wrestling is wrestling.
Okay. In that case, then I went to Progress and I went to a deathmatch tournament over the weekend. That was all great.
Cool.
It was a lot of fun.
Who was in it?
That's a loaded question, babe. Hang on. Off the top of my head, I can remember one name.
I'm sure.
Alright, okay. I'm just gonna. Big Effing Joe was in it. Drew Parker was in it. Jack Harrop. Who else is kind of a no? Iceman, which is really cool. If you know, you know. Madman Pondo was in it as well, which again, if you know, you know. Tim Strange. Just some cool people. It's a good time.
Wait, no, I'm thinking of TNT because I was about to ask was Emerson in it, but that's TNT.
No, Emerson's over
was
was
in the US,
stateside. She was doing GCW.
Yeah, I think she was in DPW too.
Yes.
There was a
I
tag
saw
match.
Shotzi Blackheart on a show.
Yeah, and there was a tag match. It was, I think, her and Danny versus
Someone.
I forget.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that being a thing.
So Anna, did you see Mayu versus Io?
I couldn't finish it. No, not because the match, because I didn't have time.
Okay. I was about to say the Joshi stands are gonna kill you.
No. I literally did not have time. Like I started watching it and then I had to come on the podcast and I was like, well, I also left work super late and then I had to go buy food and I had to come and like make the food and eat the food and then I sat down to watch and it was, already like 45, so 15 minutes before the podcast. I'm like, oh.
I actually need to go back and rewatch it. And it's because like I was watching it at like 4 a.m. and I was delirious. And so like I think I was just happy to be there. And so like I was like, this is an instant like 7 stars or whatever. And I'm not saying that it's not, but I said I just need to go back and watch it in like my right mind to see if like, okay, did the nostalgia get me or was it actually that good? Like sometimes you can get swept up in the moment. And I felt like I got swept up in the moment. People were crying, like it was just
it was probably that good. But I think like with Io matches, I still haven't rewatched the Utami match.
Mm-hmm.
From last year, but when I watched it, I was like, okay, this is like my match of the year. And I don't like rewatching. No, I mean, I cannot say that I don't like rewatching matches. I rewatch matches all the time. But like some matches that I'm seeing in the moment and I'm seeing live, I'm like, okay, I like to just savor that, and keep that in mind, because some things it's just nice to remember, like the emotions. Like All In last year, I have not rewatched a single match from that show. Because I just want to like remember the feeling of being there and like watching the things, So I think that's fine. The moment and the emotion is a part of it. So if it makes you enjoy the match more, if it makes you think it was better, then that's what counts, I think.
I literally only stayed up for that match. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think like Marigold is bad. I think like there's a lot of really good wrestlers who have clearly developed a lot from that first show. But I would be lying if I said like I'm a Marigold shooter. I just really pull up when they say that they book Io. I'll be honest, and occasionally if like there's something like super cool, like like the Surrey match or something like that. But I will say the card it was pretty cool. Sari versus Hashimoto. Hash was really good. I expected that to be good. I mean it's Hash. Utami, the world title match wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. But I think Miko, I don't know, has developed a lot. So, it was decent. Really decent show.
I haven't seen any of it. I'll be so real with you. I don't watch this.
It's okay.
Well, we just have to do like a disclaimer, if people are expecting this to be like a full actual wrestling podcast, we are so sorry.
So you know what?
If you know the history of Girls on Graps, the things we were discussing, I said things about my life that I don't know why, I don't remember even saying that, and then people in the chat months later just mentioning things that I was like, wait, did I tell this story?
You feel really that's the essence. When you're surrounded by 200 plus of your closest friends, I feel this is a safe space. But Halloween movies, what have you watched so far this season? This month?
Guys, I have started this thing every year. I don't know why I do it. They're not even Halloween movies. They're just straight up horror movies. I've started rewatching the Final Destination movies every October. Ooh. It is a hoot and a holler, and I have so much fun every time, except for watching 4, because 4 fucking sucks. Yeah, we're past 5 minutes. I can swear now. 4 fucking sucks. But the other 6, because there was a new one that was released. It's just peak cinema. I don't care what anyone says. They're so creative. They're so much fun. The acting is awful. It's unreal. I love it. I have so much fun with it.
I haven't watched any Halloween movies yet, and I am running low because every year I like to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like
Yeah,
that is my
too.
go. That is
Me
my
too.
And it's crazy because like one of the local theaters here is actually like showing it like an actual like play. But they're already sold out. Like they're already sold out. And I've only done it live once, but it was so cool. And it was like they actually sold like these participation packs. So like when it's like raining, they have a newspaper in there you put over your head, or they have something you throw at the you throw at the stage, like a participation pack. And it was like $15, but it really did enrich the experience so much. But like I live for Rocky Horror Picture Show. Before probably honestly, if I don't go out on Friday, that will be what I'm doing in at home. I'm gonna watch Twitches, Halloween Town,
Yes.
and I'm gonna watch Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh my god. My heart just absolutely broke because you talked about watching in the cinema. So I went to Google to see if it was playing any cinemas close to me. And it is, but I have plans on the day and I was so like
No.
oh,
Cancel the
that's
plans.
nightmarish. I can't. I've been plans for like 2-3 weeks now. I hate having plans. I just hate having plans.
Hate being
Like why who needs plans, you know?
so
Actually,
wrong.
you know, it's hard being a busy girl. You know,
It's hard. It's so hard.
I love my friends, but sometimes having plans is just such a commitment, you know. And like, what if I want to go watch Rocky Horror Picture Show at 9:30 p.m. in a different city and then be stuck because there's no trains back? You know, like, can I do that? Apparently not.
I want to live in like a bigger city to where like, you know, because I know some places like they do it in the drive-in theaters, and then they'll do it like in the people dress up at the theaters and stuff like that. Like we don't do that here in the South.
Oh my god. But now you're making me want to watch Rocky Horror. Like the closest to a Halloween horror film that I watched lately is Love is Blind, the Brazil version, because those men
I was about to be like,
I was about to say,
No. Those men worse than any horror film villain. Like it's so nightmarish. It is so nightmarish. Like I just watched an episode now. Oh my god, I just finished watching an episode. They are engaged. Have you all seen Love is Blind? Like any version of Love is Blind?
Yes, I've saw
okay, right?
Couple episodes, yeah.
Yeah, so they're engaged and they're in the apartment. And this dude, which I already fucking hate him for because he has like a man bun. And then he just goes to his
man buns?
When you're like a white dude with a beard and you're like, yeah, I'm a surfer, like go to hell.
I'm just fucking with you. I also think they're a little
like, come on. And then he just turns to his fiance and she's talking about how the guys on the show, they have a group chat and the women don't have a group chat because they want, you know, to not like influence each other or not like gossip too much. They just want to live their relationships. And then the guy said, yeah, because women are more easy to influence. And don't you agree that women are like a fragile sex? Like, excuse me? And I'm watching that and I'm like, and the woman, she's just saying, yeah, I just think he needs to open his mind a little bit more. Girl, please
run quickly.
I just think we should be able to
marry this man.
Men with our mind.
I will say, the modern man is probably the greatest horror film currently running. The modern man.
And it just, I'm not gonna lie, and I know a lot of our audience are male or male adjacent.
Men
fucking suck. I'm sorry, but I ain't ever met a man that I respect that ain't my dad. Just so.
Points are made.
I
don't even respect my dad, so there's that.
Fair enough. You know, he's still around.
Womp womp. Loser.
Fair.
You know. Well, I was gonna ask about the Grand Prix. I know we didn't watch that. It's okay. But it was super fun. It was super fun. No, it was super fun. I will say this was actually it swept the men's Grand Prix. It was a lot shorter. I will say, with all the talent that was in that ring, having Sky and Julia be some of the last people left was a little, you know.
Yeah.
This is the order of elimination. Wait, what was the order that they got eliminated? It was, I think, Diamante, Kanji, Hazuki, Kaguma, Shoko Nakajima, and then it was like Julia, Sky, Thekla, and it's like, I get it, triangle, you know, cool.
I love those.
But we're batting above our weight class here. Something else, but I will say, Hazuki and Kaguma had a great stretch in Arena Mexico until the terrorism that took place. Was that yesterday or the day before? I had to watch that queen get picked by Tessa Blanchard, and then the
Who? Who was there?
No. I think Hazuki. Did Hazuki take the pin? I think. And then it was the Dia des whatever. It was the Day of the Dead show. So, you know, they had on this makeup. Everybody looked really cool, I will say. But the thing is, like, if you lose, they drag you off to hell. Like, they literally, so imagine getting pinned by Tessa Blanchard and Arena Puebla, and then they drag you to hell.
The choices were
There's
definitely
just
made
things
there.
I don't understand.
Was Tessa Blanchard dragged to hell though? Because that's a video I need to see.
No, she won. So she wasn't.
She won.
Yeah, she won. That's what I'm saying. Like, Hazuki and Kaguma got dragged to hell.
I will never understand. I don't get it. Also, when did she get back to CMLO? I feel like I missed like 4 chapters.
It's a recent development. It was only in the last couple weeks. And it's been crazy too because like these last couple, you know, like October is Women's Month in CMLO, so it'll be like these fire cards, right? And it'll be like Hazuki and Kaguma versus Catalina and Tessa Blanchard. And then you'll have it'll be like all these fire people on here. You'll have like Triangle Madness on here. You'll have Mercedes on the card. You'll have like Persephone, all these people. Tessa Blanchard. It'll be like
I didn't bring her to the UK for Fantasticmania because girl.
Mystical, Mascara Dorada, all these people. It's just a fantastic card. Tessa Blanchard.
Oh my god!
Interesting.
This
no promotion could be perfect.
I mean, I understand not being perfect, but damn. Like, come on, we gotta have standards. It gets to a point.
It's just, I cannot believe they had Hazuki and Kaguma dragged to hell because of Tessa Blanchard. That's just like,
they dragged my good sisters, and I will say,
right, that shit.
They had my sisters in there with scrubs.
My poor girls.
Because
my poor girls.
So they did the full tour, essentially. And I didn't even watch all these shows. I think I only caught like 2 or 3 of their matches live. But like they did the full tour. Like they were there for like 2-ish, a little over 2 weeks. And so like those early weeks, they had them wrestling like the lowest of the low tier luchadors. And I'm talking about they were in hell. And then, you know, once everybody else gets over, like you know, like Kanji, everybody else for the Grand Prix, then it got better. Was it better than their start booking?
I don't think in Stardom they got pinned by racists and then they were dragged to hell. Like,
you know, I will say, yeah, you know, I just there has to be another way. I will say though, Hazuki looks fantastic. Like she has like 2 belts now.
She's
the
so
aura,
good.
The new hair.
So good. Hazuki's someone that I still want to see winning like the main title, you know, because like it feels like it's been so long now since I first started watching Stardom. So 5-6 years now that is just like, okay, Hazuki, she's gonna win something. Oh no, no,
Yeah.
now she's gonna win something. Oh no.
She's gonna challenge. She's challenging May Sarah for the high speed title. She might actually win this one. Actually, I think.
I'm like, I mean, like real titles. You know, let's talk about.
No. Don't get me wrong. I'm thinking higher, of course, but I'm thinking like right now, like she has 2 belts. I know, like she's kind of like doing her own belt collector gimmick. Stardom, I feel like they would give her the high speed belt. You know, like anything else, you're kind of cook. Like even like right now, the build to this Momo Saya match is nasty. It's disgusting.
Yeah. I'm very curious to see what the card is going to be for Dream Kingdom because, like, because if Saya, she's going to be a Wrestle Kingdom, and she made it clear she'll probably walk into Wrestle Kingdom as a champion, right? It's just like, so it's just basically a given that whoever she's facing at Dream Kingdom, she's winning. So like, it doesn't.
I think also too of just because now a lot of things are. I don't know. Like I don't know if I should say like they become apparent or maybe like they're not apparent at all. But I guess I thought when Sari dropped the IWGP belt, she was done with Stardom completely. And so I was just like, okay, maybe they don't, because my original thought was that they would do Sari versus Saya at Dream Kingdom. But when she dropped the IWGP belt, I was like, all right, maybe she's just not fucking with Stardom no more. But then she got booked for Stardom again. Then she got booked for Mario to get. Also, she's so beast. Like she's gotten a check this year out of Gato, Tony Khan, Rossi, Taro Okada, and Mako Satomura. Pretty beast, I fear.
She is so beast. I love that she just like do not care at all about any like wrestling, you know, like contracts or pettiness or like she just goes around. I bet that if WWE was open and they would say like, yeah, you can come have a match with EO or something and then leave, she would have done that already, you know. Like she's just
I think she hates them actually.
I think she at this point she just cares about getting her check, getting her matches. She wants to wrestle the people she wants to wrestle. Yeah. She doesn't care where. She's just going there, doing that. Like she's just a beast, you know?
Truly.
Like I love her so much. I love wrestlers that just do not give a fuck about any wrestling politics.
Like she talks a lot. She wants to Andrade, truly the great unifier of the world of professional wrestling. But she talks a lot about like really wanting to like erase the taste of Saray in everybody's mouth, and she wants to completely make people forget that ever happened. And it's just like, you know what, this is one hell of a way to do it. I kind of respect it. But I say all that to say I think she's going to do, because when she did that Stardom Korakuen show, and I didn't even watch this, I just like saw the clips online, but she said that she was interested in doing Goddess Tag League. And obviously Goddess Tag League, that would essentially keep her in the mix through November through December, which basically puts her in a position to face Saya at Grand Queendom if that's what they plan to do. So I think the real question is, who would the match be for the IWGP? Well, I'm assuming, well, not even IWGP, but what is going to be the match for Wrestle Kingdom?
I think they might do like Shuri versus Saya or something, or just have like a tag match. Or they do like Saya Momo again. I'm just thinking like who's popular in the New Japan crowd, you know?
Well, the thing is, Mercedes said that she wants to wrestle.
I would love that so much. Saya and Mercedes.
That was when my
go
brain
so hard.
She will be taking that pin though.
Yeah,
longest big T. You know that.
But like,
listen, it plays into her story so well, though.
I think it would be such a good match. I mean, I do think that it might be the longest women's match in a Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, for sure, as it should be.
They're not gonna give them 5 minutes. At least, I think at least 10 minutes they're getting, you know, like at least 10 minutes.
I mean,
But
Mercedes got 13 at Wrestle Dynasty. It's so no 14,
Mhm.
13, 14 at Wrestle Dynasty. And honestly, because of like the way that New Japan has kind of positioned or at least like advertised Saya, you know, wrestling in the dome, they're doing it like it's a really big deal. Like you got to think
Mhm.
there's only 3 things announced so far for Wrestle Kingdom. One, the Aaron Wolf debut, which is the Olympic gold medalist, the Tanahashi retirement, and Saya Kamatani is wrestling in the dome. I mean,
Oh my
the
god,
What
I
a
love
lineup.
it.
you just get chills.
Yeah.
I mean, she's essentially at this point, she might be the biggest pure draw in Japanese wrestling today, regardless of gender. As far as like, you know, proven
I
putting asses in seats.
generally I feel like a proud mom, you know, like I was on the trenches for that woman for so many years. I was like you know, raising the flag. Like I was, oh my god, that's my girl right there. Like
They called you so many.
I bought the stocks. I bought the stocks. It was $1. I bought it $1 the stock. Now I'm a billionaire. You know, trillions. So it's good. It's good being always right. You know, that's very nice.
But yeah, I think that that's a possibility. I mean, Shuri is probably going now. I think she's probably going to hold the belt until so maybe it's Saya versus Shuri, maybe it's a triple threat. And here's the thing: I would love to see like a combination of all these people. Like, I wish it was more than one women's match. Maybe there is more than one women's match. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be a unification match. I only say this just because like at this point it seems like Wrestle Kingdom, no matter what happens, like if it brings people to the door, they'll do it. If Saya Kamatani has the people moving like that to where they buy tickets, maybe we respect women. You know, like maybe we respect women.
What concept?
You know who knew? If she got the streets jumping like that, they saw them numbers for All-Star Grand Cleaner, and they looked at that Dominion attendance and said, whoa, we didn't know that women got the streets jumping like that. Who knew?
Women's wrestling, man. Who could have thunk that it would be a draw?
It's been a fantastic year for women's wrestling, I will say, across the board.
When is the PWA coming out?
I think it's mid-November.
Okay.
I need
almost there.
I will say, I said this on a podcast earlier this week. I think they're going to invent new slurs to call me and the rest of the committee.
I am very curious to see. I am.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
but there will be people, you know, in the trenches for you guys as well, depending on the side. I guess.
I can't say too much, but I think reasonable people will be pleased. That's the best that I can say. I think reasonable people will be pleased and understanding. It gets to a point, you know.
Interesting.
But no, it's going to be a crazy day on here. But I think it's really exciting. I mean, I also too, as somebody who was on the committee last year and this year, this was a much more competitive year across the board. Like, there's just so many more people, I think, not just performing well for themselves, but performing like doing like genuinely barrier breaking things like for the rest of women's wrestling, like just things that we've never seen before or haven't seen in a long time. And I'm not even talking about like the Mercedes of the world. Like, I'm talking just like generally like across the board. Like, I think I can share this. Like, there's more lucha representation this year than like has ever been, which I think is super cool. And I think really speaks to like the rise specifically of lucha libre over the past year. With like AEW's partnership with like CMLL, and then WWE's merge with like AAA. So yeah, I think it's like it's some really really cool stuff in there. Yeah, so I'm really proud of it.
I'm very excited.
I'm really excited to open Twitter for my one time a day and see everyone losing their shit over this list. Honestly, when the men's list dropped, hilarious.
I will
Absolutely
say I am not. I would like to
content.
say I am not on that committee. I am not. I read that list with the rest of you and said, "Woo, woo." Yeah. So just wanted to throw that out there. I am not on that committee. Many have said this.
Many claim.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else is happening. Oh, Mercedes versus Persephone. That show was the highest attended all women's wrestling show in 7.5 years since Evolution.
Wow.
In that card in Mexico. I don't know, man.
Mercedes, you can say.
Huh?
She's a CEO for a reason. Like,
yeah.
Being able to like see the greatest wrestler in the world at your local indie is something that should not be taken for granted. And I need people to get that.
Absolutely not.
Like, what the fuck do you mean that I can just buy like a regular Rev Pro ticket and see like the greatest of all time?
I'm saying I've seen, as someone, even if you just count the shows that I go to in the UK, I've seen Mercedes wrestle live 3 times this year.
And the thing is, like, I honestly, and I'll be, and I say this as a fan, when she first went on this run, I said, all right, like, there's no way, especially when I see like the weekends where she's wrestling like 3 to 4 times and like 5 days spent. I'm like, she about to phone it in on some of these. Like, and I would say this thing. I would like to say, I've been a Mercedes stan for so long. I'm perfectly content in my glazing. I will happily add an extra anywhere between a half to full star just for glazing purposes. I have zero shame about it, but I genuinely haven't had to. She is genuinely going to these indies, these promotions, and wrestling all out between like anywhere between like 15 to 20 minutes and bumfuck nowhere, and then do TV, come back, go to Mexico, go to Canada, all these places, and she's wrestling these long matches and all. Like, am I supposed to not say mother?
She is just so good, and I love seeing people get upset about her getting the belts. Like, you know what she went through in WWE, like those title reigns of like 30 days that she would lose in the first or second defense. Like, if first defense, she wouldn't even get to have a second, while doing all that while still being one of the best wrestlers in the world. And then the fact that now she's going around and she's bringing attention to those indies, and she's like, people are talking about indies that they didn't even know existed. Like, that's the whole point. You know, those indies are happy. The wrestlers from the indies, they're getting to wrestle Mercedes Moné. Like, of course they are happy. Everyone is happy. You know that meme? It was like the myth of consensual sex. And then it's like, oh, Mercedes and the indies, I consent to winning that. I consent. Is there someone you forgot to ask? And it's just like Twitter people being like, no.
One time, I think.
Actually, I'll do that meme right now.
I think on an episode of the Dynamite Diaries, I quite literally went through Mercedes's cage match. And I just read off the people that they had her losing to. That's all I did. I just read the list. And those names that they had the greatest North American women's wrestler of all time losing to made me almost throw up.
Read it.
We would be on house show loops where she was losing to Alexa Bliss 6 times in a row.
That period The Alexa Sasha period was just.
We was
Who
losing
knows? Those who
Sonya
knows
Deville.
know.
We was
Not
losing.
Sonya Deville.
We was losing to Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke, is she still in TNA?
No, so she actually had a career-ending injury right after she won the TNA Knockouts Championship. It's really sad. She had
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she had. This is all pretty recent, so like it's not like you're completely out of the loop, but yeah, she had really found herself too, which I think is really even more heartbreaking. So she just retired.
Yeah, it's really sad.
That's sad. Yeah. Injuries are never fun.
Yeah, it's no joke.
But yes, they had Mercedes losing to late night Grand Legend Alexa Bliss. Listen, please don't tell Joe Holbert on me.
Please don't tell Joe. I'm seeing Joe on Sunday. Please don't tell Joe.
Please don't tell him. Oh, come on now. You didn't watch her in TNA. I did it. I did that. But I can't be sad. I don't want anybody to get injured. Like, she had really found herself. She had a whole faction and everything. It was called the Elegance brand.
Listen, I am the epitome of this. Yeah. You ain't got to watch all the wrestling to know what's going on in the wrestling.
I respect her. I think I respected her specifically because a lot of people will leave WWE and like they will like almost refuse to reinvent themselves until like they get that call to come back. And like she really took initiative to like say like, oh, I'm just going to like just do things differently. And I think that that's really admirable, especially now like when a lot of people get released. You see how they act. Like, I mean, it's not like, we're making this up or anything. Like, like you see how they act when they get released and they just sit here and they get on that podcast mic and beg, please, 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 please let me come home. I want to come home. I want to come home. I want to come home. But she really reinvented herself and created a lane for herself. And so, yeah, I have respect for her. And I really hope that she's doing well post-retirement. Yeah. But yeah, you want to do some super chats, folks?
Yeah.
Yes. Send more super chats also, guys. Sure. Ask some questions.
Oh no! She's in the house. Whichever one of you girls, I will find you.
Now who summoned Joe Holbert?
We just want to talk, guys. We just want to chat.
We got some grinners in the house, folks. All right. Welcome back, y'all, from RTW. Thank you so much with $4.99. We are so appreciative.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Do you guys think that Tony is being left out of the Wrestler of the Year conversation?
I don't think she should be there.
I think honestly. Perfect. Well, no, I'll let you go first, and then.
My thoughts on Tony is that she has been at such a level that I wouldn't argue against anyone putting her in that conversation. I just think it's been such a fantastic wrestling year for women in general. It is very valid for the light to be shined on other people. And there's nothing wrong with that. Tony herself has just turned 30. She ain't peaked yet. Like, there's levels to this game and she is going to keep leveling up, which is crazy to think about. And I think, honestly, she's kind of, this is going to be a crazy comparison, and I know there's going to be at least one freak in the chat that's not going to be happy about me saying this. She has hit a Will Ospreay level of how much more can we say about how fantastic she is?
I agree.
Like, she's, like, it's not Wrestler of the Year conversations with Toni Storm anymore. It's Wrestler of the Decade conversations.
Correct.
Like, let's be fucking real. Like, who has had the same sort of transformation and journey that she has had in wrestling in the past 5 years? Like, genuinely.
I think, and I said this, I was talking to somebody about it as I was saying that Toni started so early to where she got the fundamentals down at such a young age. You had to think, like, by the time Toni was like, 23, 24, she had already been World of Stardom champion. She had already done a 5-star Grand Prix. She had already swept the British and Australian indies of all the titles that they had. She had already, you know, won the Mae Young Classic, NXT UK, like, you know, did all of these different things. And so by the time she got to her late 20s, all it was is really just fine tuning and finding like that what is going to be that character that really like takes me over the edge. And so yeah, I agree. I think the thing is Tony is not as strong of an in-ring bell-to-bell wrestler as I think some other folks, but her charisma and I think her IQ and just her overall character, she's the most probably the most complete package in women's wrestling today. As for as you know, she can turn it up for a big match. She's, I mean, excellent on the mic. I mean, she's one of the best talkers, period, like regardless of gender. And I think like she had a historic year. It's just several other people did as well. And so like, but I mean, yeah, she's kind of like one of those people almost in like that. I would kind of like Kenny in the sense of even on a slow year, they're still gonna, you still had several milestones matches that are, you know, really integral to like how we see wrestling on a year-to-year basis, or integral moments, or important different things. Tony's just a part of the business now, you know, like you won't be able to retell the story of this decade of professional wrestling without mentioning her name. And so, yeah, I don't think she's being left out at all. You know, no. It's just, you know what I also think kind of like played into it. I think one thing that played into it is probably like Mariah leaving. And so like, because like she's now in NXT, it's not that Hollywood ending is forgotten. It's just like, you know,
people have opinions.
It's muddy now because like, you know, they're in different places and like that character doesn't even exist anymore. You know, the Mariah May character doesn't even exist anymore. So yeah, Tony, hey, she goated in my book. She's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's what Charlie said. Like, you had so many great wrestlers that really stood out this year. And in a year with Mercedes getting 10, 11 titles, Saya becoming the biggest draw of all of Japanese wrestling, not just women's wrestling. Like, Tony, like you said, she's just a staple now. But she had the Hollywood ending, everything. But there were other wrestlers that stood out more and did more things. Like, if you talk about actual accomplishments or, you know, the level that they got to this year, yeah, for me, a wrestler of the year is the wrestler that just had the best year overall. And I wouldn't say that Tony had the best year out of all the women in wrestling.
Yeah, I think also too, like the year isn't over yet. And I think that these last 2 months specifically, I think are going to be really crucial for women's wrestling. Like, think about all this stuff that is still left to happen. You have this full AEW women's tag team tournament, which we haven't really discussed yet. And then you have Dream Queendom coming up. You're going to figure out who's going to go to Japan. Final battles coming up. Athena might end up losing her belt. You have just all these different things going on. It looks like, you know, Mercedes' downfall is probably coming soon. She loses the TBS title. Chris Statlander's now on top. You know, like, of just, there's so many things and even like the amount of people who are taking like indie bookings and stuff, like Willow's working indies, Stats working indies, you know, Mercedes is working indies. Like, so much crazy stuff is happening just about everywhere. And so, you know, only time will tell. Thank you, Mavs fan 84, 199. Nobody moving in 2025 like Bandito, future all-timer. Many are saying this.
I love Bandito.
Love it. When he came back from injury and they threw him in with Jericho, I was just like, what if I just...
Yeah, and then he got injured again, like, immediately.
Yeah. I thought it was Drover, but we're so bad.
Yeah. We are
Bandito
so extremely back.
Survived the Jericho vortex.
Mm-hmm.
We're so bad.
I love Bandido. And it's so nice to watch wrestlers. I feel I have the same feeling of Bandido that I have with Saya. That I feel like when you watch wrestlers for years and you see them like getting better and better and better, and you see them at the beginning when they're wrestling like in small venues, and you think like, oh my god, these people are so good. Am I crazy or are they generally amazing? You know? And then they get to a position that everyone sees how amazing they are. It's always such a good feeling. Like Charlie, I feel like we had that also with Kyle Fletcher. Like, you know.
Yep.
Yes.
I will say, as I wasn't as early as you all, but I was still fairly early. For early carriers of Kyle Fletcher stocks, man, it's been a good year. It's been a good year. For people
getting to see Carl Blackman live, oh my god, I don't need to actually ever go to another AEW show, low key.
I saw Kyle Fletcher almost break his balls on the barricade of a New Japan show. It was a triple threat for the New Japan Strong tag belts. Aussie Open versus Okada and Tanahashi versus Motor City Machine Guns in DC. What a time, guys. Yeah. What a time.
There's this match. It's still on YouTube if you guys are curious. I think I talked about this match on the channel before. It's like in a backyard, like a garage in Australia.
Oh, I know what
and it's it's Aussie Open versus the Velocities, and they're wrestling in front of like 20 people. I don't know. And it's in this ring that it sounds, every time that they fall, it sounds like an empty can. Because it's just the quality is so bad of the ring. But I was just watching that years ago, and I'm like, damn, this tag team is so good. These guys are so good. And then you see this now, and you're like, I knew they were good, but this is crazy. You know? I just love that. Bandido is someone that I've been like, he's just so cool. He had my favorite mask in wrestling for so many years, and I still think like the AEW needs to capitalize on that. Like, I want my Bandido.
But the thing is, they're just always sold out. They have Bandido masks. They're just always sold out.
Do more. Like, just keep doing more and give different ones. I want all of them. I want all of them.
Bandido has honestly shot up into like, he's almost like on that elite tier for me, is like how much I love him. And just like, he's one of my favorite wrestlers and I will say was a huge influence this year of like, you know, I will say CMLL, the Leyenda tier is a little expensive. It is. It's kind of a lot expensive. It's $34.99 a month. And so I got it for 1 month during Grand Slam Mexico because I knew they were about to do these weeks of show, like this entire week full of shows. They did the AEW versus CMLL show, and then they did like Fantastica Mania. And like, I was like, okay, I'll just get it for this month, and then I'll probably delete it afterwards. But like when Bandido kept getting booked almost every weekend in Arena Mexico, I said, fuck, I'm actually going to renew this. Like, because Bandido's like a person, like, I genuinely believe he's like one of the best wrestlers in the world. And like, if he's wrestling in a 100%. Big match, in a big main event match, like, I feel like I need to see him. Like, I have watched more Lucha Libre this year than I have probably ever consumed in my entire life since Bandido's been back, just because of like the influence that he's had on me. Like, I love Bandido. And also, like, I was saying this, I said this on Twitter, but I think Bandido is like the purest babyface in AEW, aside from probably Willow. Like, you know, like every other babyface has like a dark and twisty side, or like a troubled past, or like, you know, like a secret history of arson or anything. Like, no, like Bandido is just like all sunshine and sun.
He just wants to do the Macarena.
Like, do you see like the backstage bits of like him talking to Brody King, and he's just like, I don't believe in myself, and it's just like
he's just so cool.
And yesterday AEW posted this video of like his grandma coming to see him wrestle for the first time.
No.
And she says, yes, he asked the Virgin Mary to protect him, and we love him.
Stop, I'll cry.
He's just so and what I also appreciate about Bandido is that, like, I think Tony Khan is just as obsessed with him as I am. Like, I see the stuff that he does. I said Tony will lay in traffic before he let Bandido sign somewhere else. And you know what? I respect it. Did you? I don't know if you saw
absolutely should.
the media scrub where he said, "Yeah, man, I was just hanging out at a soccer game and I just got you a custom jersey. This is for you. Just
because I'm Tony Khan,
from your favorite player is signed. Actually, congratulations.
Bro,
so
like,
next, Dragon Master Adam, €5. Thank you so much for your super chat. It's Winona Ryder's birthday. Shout out to that queen. What's your favorite film of hers?
I'm a Heather's girl.
I was about to say Heather's, yeah. But I will say Winona Ryder never goes out of style.
Yeah. Oh, what is Girl Interrupted? I love Girl Interrupted.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Girl Interrupted is a really good pull.
Girl,
it is so good. So good. Girl Interrupted. Black Swan, I mean, she's there for like 10 minutes, but still, Yeah. But Heather's is just such a classic.
I also liked The Crucible a lot. But Heather's for sure. But happy birthday to Winona Ryder.
Yes. I saw Girl Interrupted when I was like way too young.
True.
Oh my god. Have you guys watched Skins? Charlie, you're British, you have to have watched Skins.
Have you seen me as a person physically? Of course I've watched Skins.
I was obsessed with Skins when I was 13, which is like, of course, it's the age that I feel you're naturally obsessed with Skins, but it's the age that you should definitely not be watching Skins. I
was watching Skins way too young.
Yeah, 13 years old watching Effie Stone, and in my brain I'm like, oh my god, I want to be just like her. And if I watch again now, I'm like, what is wrong with me?
I tried to rewatch Skins like semi-recently because of full transparency. I'll just put on a random like sitcom or something as background noise, like when I'm going to bed and stuff. And usually it's Friends, but I wanted to change it up. I was just like, maybe I'll watch Skins. Traumatized. I watched like 3 episodes. I was like, what am I watching? Like, why was I watching this at like 12 years old? First of all,
yeah, it is.
Why did I have access to this media? Hello.
Hello. But that show, it is such a good show. I don't know. I haven't rewatched it in years, but I remember it being such a good show. But every season they just killed like a random fucking character. Like every generation
they tried an American version and it didn't go over well.
Oh, it was so ass. No, because the thing that made Skins was like the Britishness of it, It was just like, I'm not British, but it felt like so real British. And they got such good actors. They had Nicholas Hoult, they had Daniel Kaluuya, they had what was the name of the cook, the man that played Cook. He's also a good actor. He was in Sinners, that dude. Jack. They had that like Jack O'Connell, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's insane how many Sinners. You didn't see Sinners?
Yeah,
I saw Sinners. I'm bad with actor names though.
Yeah. He was the devil guy, the vampire, and like it's just such a good. Yeah. He was cooking Skins. Like that show, it is so insane. But I remember watching it. Do you remember when they killed off Freddy? Sorry for spoilers if anyone wants to watch that. When they kill off Freddy, I am 13, right? I am watching that on the dinner table, eating my silly little dinner, and then it's just the scene of the psychologist brutally murdering this teenager with a bat.
Mm-hmm.
A bat?
And I'm just like, with a bat. He just smashes his head in because he's in love with his patient, which is Freddy's girlfriend. And it's just... And then everyone thinks that Freddy ran away. They don't know he died. It was so fucked up. It was so fucked up. And in the third generation that they had the girl, like that, oh my god, the girl that she was in a coma, and then her boyfriend keeps seeing her, and he keeps like, I don't know, he has like some mental stuff, schizophrenia or something. He keeps seeing her and he thinks she's awake. So he keeps going to the office and to the hospital, and he's like talking to her and stuff. And then after like 5 episodes, they tell him like, no, she's been in a coma. She's been dead. She died. She was never awake. And he just keeps seeing her. And there's like the scenes that he tries. They're like kissing and stuff. And her family comes in and like push him away. And you think it's like, oh, it's because they don't like him. No, it's because he was trying to kiss a girl in a coma. such a, oh my god, I was obsessed with Skins. I watched the show too many times.
Wow.
Girl.
You learn something new every day.
It was insane.
Loki. That's why like a lot of people in the UK that are between the ages of like, God, what age range would it have been? Like people that are currently like, I would say like 22 to like 35, traumatized by Skins.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well then,
Skins got me on Tumblr, so I'll never forgive that show for that.
Yeah, this Skins Tumblr pipeline. That's real as fuck.
thank
Pretty
you.
Little Liars as well. Oof.
Thank you.
Yes,
Another super chat from Dragon Master Adam for €2. Pick a Halloween outfit for each member of the Don Callis family. Okay, before we even get into this, I will say we need to put parameters on this.
The important members.
Let's pick the major members. I hate that everybody's important somewhat, but let's keep it limited to. I mean,
Takeshita, Kyle, Okada.
Takeshita, Kyle, Okada, Hechicero. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Okay. Who would like to go first?
Halloween.
I'm thinking because I want to say a couple's costume for Takeshita and Kyle. They would definitely do a couple's costume. Let's just be clear on that. But I'm trying to think like which couple's costume. What is like a recent reference, you know?
You know what I was thinking of but I just don't know who would be Pam. I was thinking they should do a Baywatch costume. They could do Baywatch. But we'll be good.
Damn.
Oh my god. I need to. They have to do that actually, you know. Imagine. I think they can show up just tonight on Dynamite in a group costume.
I think they might kill Takeshi tonight on Dynamite. I'm kind of. But
can we just make them the Powerpuff Girls, low-key?
Yeah.
You know, I think Don Callis will be Thanos because he's bald. Hechicero.
He would do something stupid like Kratos, you know?
Yeah. I'm thinking like, okay. Hechicero, I'm thinking like a mad scientist, Rick and Morty type costume. Colin Takeshita, I think I'm going Baywatch.
I was gonna say something sexy. For sure, something sexy.
Oh my gosh, Don Callis is Doug Dimmadome on. Yes!
Yeah.
Dimmadome.
That's cool. I fuck with that. That's cool. Listen, I just love gayness in my wrestling, so
truly.
Yeah.
Pour it up.
You know, they could go like Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher's like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce or something. I don't know, like I feel like I want to see the wig.
The wig? No.
Oh
dear.
I don't know. Yeah. No one they can do like, you know what? Kyle really likes Pokemon, so they might do a Pokemon costume.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a Pokemon costume.
I just want his slutty costume. I feel like for Kyle Fletcher that would be very much the case.
Oh, absolutely. We're not wearing pants.
Wicked! Oh my god. Takeshi just showing up painted in green.
Hey.
Kyle Fletcher is Glinda.
Sexy Glinda. I'm here for it actually. I think I like that. Yeah. I think that's the entire family. Well, the ones that we're going to talk about. There's too many of them. Unfortunately, we don't have anything for you, Trent.
Okada. No.
Nah, Trent and Rocky should be Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
What would Okada do? Oh,
What would Okada be?
He would be a video game character, I feel like. Or like a superhero or something, you know? Like a villain more.
He needs to be a character that has
Or
funny
he-
lines.
I feel like Okada would be like an athlete or something, like a.
Oh, he'd just dress up as Nick Jackson, low key. Like,
Yes. Yes.
he'd just be Nick Jackson for Halloween.
Many are saying this. You know what? I think that Okada would be a Harlem Globetrotter.
Mm-hmm.
A Harlem Globetrotter costume, and spin a basketball on his finger. That's actually
that checks out.
Yes. Big Knicks fan. He likes losing, so it's okay. Yeah, let's see. Were there any other super chats? Okay. Pedro T, member for 1 month. Thank you very much. What are some of your candidates for match of the year 2025? Are there any matches that people are overlooking?
God, that's a loaded question for someone that doesn't watch wrestling.
I think, okay, I didn't watch that many matches this year also, so I'll be honest with that. But from the matches that I did watch, okay, I think Hangman and Ospreay is like one that is still up there for me as a match of the year.
Yeah. Really.
Bandido Takeshita is also up there. Saya and Tom, the career match, that was incredible. That I think is still like my top one. Oh, Io, Bianca, Rhea. There are like some really solid matches this year, actually.
Yeah.
Hollywood Ending was this year, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that was like last year or something. It feels like a lifetime away.
I think all the ones that you mentioned, absolutely. I also really liked Hangman versus Mox at All In. I also really liked Zack Sabre Jr. versus Hiroki Goto at New Beginning in Osaka was beautiful.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd at Wrestler Dynasty, of course.
Oh wow.
That was this year.
Correct. It was January 5th.
Oh my god. This year was long.
I have lived 17 lives in the past 10 months.
Yes.
I think Mayu versus Sari was really good. No, Mayu versus Shuri. That one too, but like Mayu versus Shuri. The one that she lost the IWGP belt was brilliant.
That match was so beast. So beast. Also, just Mayu, not Mayu, Shuri and Sari, they had like absolutely. Loki. They had like a trilogy this year, like Loki, you know, and every match that they had this year, which I think after this last New Japan show were 3 matches that they had this year. They had in Stardom, they had in Sari show, and then they had now in New Japan. All 3 of them amazing, you know,
fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Bandido versus Takeshita.
Bandido versus Takeshita was amazing. Bandido versus Hechicero too was a fantastic.
Yep.
What I'm trying to think of more. Oh, El Desperado versus Jun Kasai was amazing.
Oh my god, that was this year.
Yes, that was fantastic. That was a brilliant.
That actually, low-key probably is my match of the year.
That was a beautiful professional wrestling match. Jesus
God, I
Christ.
love deathmatch wrestling. That was unreal.
What else happened this year?
So much, too much.
I don't think it's match of the year.
Anarchy in the Arena.
Oh my god, yes! Anarchy in the Arena was so good this year. It was fantastic this year. Double or Nothing is probably my favorite top to bottom pay-per-view this year. What else was really good? Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher. I love that steel cage match. I know it's polarizing. I
realized that came from that.
It went platinum in this house.
Rhea and Io.
Evolution. enjoyed that. What else happened? There's so much. I'm forgetting. Oh, Bandito versus Mascara Dorada earlier this year. In CMLL, was fantastic.
Oh my god, I'm seeing now the matches that happened this year, and I really lived 1,000 lives this year. But it's just...
Oh my god, the Young Bucks versus Swerve and Osprey as well.
And Osprey.
Oh my gosh,
what was it? Mercedes versus who?
Mercedes versus Athena.
Oh my god, yes.
That's Mercedes' best singles match this year. I liked it better than the
Mercedes and Chris was also really good though.
That was last year though.
Oh, it was last year. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Was it last year?
Yeah. It's okay. She's seeing into the future. Ask her again in a month.
Girl.
Yeah, they wrestled.
I was like, oh yeah, they're rematching this year. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so
both
of their matches were last year.
I did, this is the crazy thing at wrestling. There's some matches that I feel like Hollywood Ending, for example. I feel like that match was like 10 years ago at this point. I feel like I watched that so long ago. And Chris and Mercedes, I literally felt like I watched it last month.
They just recently put it on YouTube too. So
no, I did not watch it on YouTube. Like I thought that it happened like 3 months ago.
I'm literally going through right now. So I'm going through Cage Match to see if there's anything that I forgot. You know what? It's not match of the year, but I would say the steel cage match at Forbidden Door is one of my favorite matches this year.
Oh my god, being in the building for that match, I thought people died.
I was so jealous. I was so jealous. I've never been more jealous
because I got my picture with Kenny and.
Oh,
what else was great? That's Anarchy in the Arena. We already said that one. Literally going through the entire promotions match, guys.
Oh, Takeshita versus Shingo G1.
Also, Takeshita, that wasn't match of the year worthy though. The Takeshita versus Osprey earlier this year was fantastic. The rematch was amazing.
They had some nice triple threats also.
Mariah versus Tony, we already said that.
Okay. Damn.
No, it was. Oh, yeah. So the tag match, the Omega Osprey versus Takeshita Kyle Fletcher tag went platinum in this house. It wasn't match of the year, but it did. It made me very, very happy.
Young Bucks are like running away with tag team of the year, right?
Oh, like when I said they they got it.
Yeah, there's no.
They locked it down. There's no competition.
They locked it down like 3 months ago, right? Like,
yeah, when they started being broke for me is when they won it. Like immediately they won.
Nobody's touching their match catalog like with a 10-foot pole.
Not even just like match catalog, the character work, just everything that they're doing as a whole. It's just been hitting it out of the park. I love Broke Young Bucks so much, and the way that they always become like more and more creative with it. Like 1 week they don't have a title card, the other week they have like the draw entrance, so they always have like different things, and it's just so fun. It's so fun. I did say, Adam, to SI versus Tom, the career match, that was my match of the year.
I'm going through New Japan's cage match from this year. Jesus Christ, we're living in some dark times. I like it's just some of these ratings are so low, like and they're constant. It's just like why are there several ones on here? But you want
really
torture leading this promotion? All right, we can't have it all.
Evil,
evil.
But New Japan
is evil. That is what they say.
Lately, New Japan has been going through it, but I feel like lately they've been having like better matches, like in shows than
they had before. King of Pro Wrestling was improving.
It was a good show.
It was.
Because now they kind of fixed their tag team division is getting a breath of fresh air, which they were desperately needing. So the Knockout Brothers, they're doing, like they had won the fans, but it was already like, okay, we have something new. We have a new tag team that the fans are behind, that they had like a very good like first defense, So I feel like they really needed a revitalization. And now Takeshi is a champion. Like they're building good structures after a while. Took them a while, but they're
Gabe versus Suji at New Beginning in Osaka was really good. All of their rematches have paled in comparison.
I love Suji.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of other promotions. Was there anything like that really stood out to me? Oh my gosh. Mina versus Athena on that Ring of Honor pay-per-view was incredible. And I don't even think I expected that match to be as good as it was, but it was. Who else had a really great match this year? Mako Satomura versus Hash versus Sorry. Tam Nakano, though, man. That Saya match, I will say, is going to be burned in my brain for the rest of my life. I will say, as far as like memorable matches, we're going to remember that one forever. Like them sitting on the stage as the lights went down. Like, come on. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that's it. That I can think of for right now.
We listed pretty much every good match of the year.
At least from like some promotions. Like I'm still going through like Noah because like the thing is Noah would be a dog shit promotion for most of the year, but like they'll drop like 2 match of the year candidates and then like they'll be like no access for anything else for the rest of the year. Respectable, actually.
Noah. Last thing that I heard about Noah, someone had left Noah. Who left Noah?
Go Shiozaki left Noah.
Oh yeah, Go Shiozaki.
And
yeah.
That's also a match that I need to watch that I heard was really good. Because they're 2 of my favorite wrestlers. I've just been really busy. Go Shiozaki versus Kento Miyahara in All Japan for the Triple Crown. So I still need to watch that. I know it's really good. I'm going, listen, man, life is kicking my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bandito. Like Bandito's cage match right now is like it's actually unfair. Like the way that he's doing everybody else, like this is so nasty. The numbers he's putting on the board are disgusting. Oh my gosh. Underrated match that I think should be considered. Blue Panther versus Ultimo Guerrero for the MLW championship. It was in CMLL. It was in Arena, Mexico. And let me tell you something. This is one of the greatest old man GRAPS displays I've ever seen in my life. Blue Panther, I see why Bryan Danielson is so fucked up about you. Me too. Me too. I get it now. I get it. Like Blue Panther and Ultimo Guerrero, like my old men. Fantastic. If you haven't seen that, their match together, go watch it. I feel very strongly about him. I feel very strongly about these people. Yeah, I feel very strongly about. Oh my gosh, another one: Mystico versus MJF. Mystico versus MJF, 1000% a match of the year candidate. The Mask.
What is MJF doing now?
Shooting a movie.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. I was about to say I know shit about that man in about 3 months.
He listened. Yeah. He walked out on a high note, like had 2 great matches back-to-back nights. The Mark Briscoe match and then the Mystico match and then the Mark Briscoe match.
Shit, that was the last time. The Mark Briscoe match.
You saw what?
I was there at the Mark Briscoe match. I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh, were tacks flying on people?
I was not that close, girl.
Oh. You're saying this.
Probably.
But yeah. Mystico versus MJF was really fantastic. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see. Is that the last super chat for right now? Yes, it is. Keep sending them. What didn't we talk about? Let's briefly talk about the women's tag team tournament and head up out of here.
Oh yeah.
That's good to me.
Did they announce the teams already? I know. I mean, Nathan,
Yeah, the tournament
Jamie,
starts
Julia, and
tonight.
Sky.
Hold on,
Oh.
I'm gonna pull it up. No, hold on.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Let's see. Dun, dun, dun.
What screen is MJF had a better performance in the Mark match.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
Look at my nails, guys. Aren't they fun? Just
Oh my
fast
God,
through, 'cause
they're
I'm trying to
so
feel
nice.
better.
I was looking at them the whole time. I love it.
Oh, I'm so about, this is such a weird sentence, because I got my hands tattooed recently as well. So I just am obsessed with all of this currently.
Gosh.
I got
Did that hurt?
I'm like fully sleeped up. No, I thought the hand tattoos were really gonna hurt. They didn't hurt at all.
I don't have a tattoo yet, but you inspire me. Every time I've
we
been
should get
supposed to
matching
get-
ones. Lyric, let's get matching toes.
Yes. I want. You know what? I was thinking the other day. I'm actually really upset that I didn't get that cactus when you got your cactus. I should have got the cactus.
Oh my!
You know what?
Mercedes the Athena.
I have a cactus toe.
Sorry. I am so sorry. This is the first time I'm hearing of this.
Yes. Okay. So this is the women's tag tournament.
No, when did that happen?
Okay, so tonight the tournament starts. So you'll have Queen Aminata and Jamie Hayter. Last week there was a 4-way tag team match to determine like who could choose their opponents for the first round. So Aminata and Hayter chose Sisters of Sin because they've been beefing for a minute, obviously. We also have Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron versus Mercedes and Athena. Godly. We have
How did I miss this? How are people not talking about this? No one in my timeline said anything about this. I am so pissed at everyone.
Well, I feel like everybody really reacted mostly last week when it came out of just, now it's just.
It came out last week.
Yeah, it's been out over a week.
Girl, am I dead offline?
Yeah.
I'm so surprised by this information. Like, this is my live reaction of finding out that Mercedes and Athena are tagging. I'm like speechless. I'm so speechless.
We got Windsor and Big Riho. We got Tony and Mina, Megan and Penelope, and Ty J. Like, I will say, AEW has gotten a lot of shit for their women's division, as they should. But I will also say they kind of really backloaded the end of the year with a ton of stuff. Like, when I say there's a ton of stuff, almost to a fault. Like, I'm kind of upset about it because I feel like you kind of had these people doing all-star tags nonstop. And then suddenly it's like, oh, we care about the women's division now. We got a tag tournament, blood and guts. We got Chris versus Mercedes. We got all this stuff. Good luck, and let's keep it going. So it's a ton of stuff going on right now. But it's cool, and we got Riho back on TV. So
I might be seated. I will not watch live, but I might watch this tomorrow on my lunch break or something.
Gail Kim is seething, but.
Do not get me started on that woman. Oh my lord.
Yeah, but yeah, this is the tournament. I think that Tony and Mina should probably win, and my reason for that is that it's not even that they're my favorite team on there. It's just that we've seen American promotions fail with women's tag belts before, and so like I think if these belts have a chance in hell of like succeeding and like having a real chance to like be something, the foundation has to be good. And I know for a fact if Tony Khan puts those belts on Tony Storm, those belts are going to be on TV every single week. They will be spending. It's going to be a major priority. It's going to be huge. And so that's how I see it.
But do you think they're gonna do the final? Because then, if Tony and Mina are winning, like who's defeating Mercedes and Athena? That's my thing.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be they're gonna fall apart. they're gonna have some tension.
Of course.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be something like some fuckery like that. They cannot be just defeated clean. Like,
Or it could be, it really could be Billy, because that's also been something that's been talking about. Like, Billy kind of feels left out because why would you choose Mercedes as your, you don't even like her. So there's a lot of different things. And also too, we still don't know who, that might be how they set up Athena versus Billy round 3 for final battle. So there's a lot, like when I said, there's a lot of, the cool thing about this tournament is that there's several people who have like a legitimate, path to victory here. Which I think is pretty cool. So yeah,
it's cool as fuck. I'm happy about this.
This is such a good lineup. I might actually have to tune in for this one.
Mindy, you're saying this.
You see?
Damn, seeing Penelope Ford in this tournament, and don't get me wrong, love Megan Bain, would never take her out this. The bunny came back to wrestling recently, and it just tugs on my heart a little bit.
I agree. I felt the exact same way. I think also too I did a side by side of as somebody, I literally, this is gonna sound like super cheesy, I literally almost teared up seeing this lineup because I did a side by side of that original AEW tag tournament, and I want y'all to know this women's division was in the trenches. Look at this.
Nightmare Sisters.
Woof.
Nightmare Sisters. Big and Little Soul. Oh my god. Wait. Rachel,
Chanel and Leva Bates. We had Arian
Dashin, Rach, Ellery. Ty J stood the test of time. They were there from the beginning. They're still there.
Penelope and Ty J are truly the sole survivors of this women's division. The sole survivors.
Crazy. And Ty J is still together.
And man, they were in the trenches, and we went from that. Come on,
life is.
Honestly, the fact that they've chosen such a similar color scheme for the brackets as well, funny. It's fucking with my head a little bit.
Man, guys, we were
how far we've come. From weeks of Dynamite reviews of complaining about the lack of care for the women's division. And now we've got two of my favorite things, women's wrestling and tag team wrestling, and it's a really solid bracket. I'm just excited for Harley Cameron to do batshit crazy stuff this entire tournament.
And guess what? We still have Blood and Guts in like 2 weeks. Women's Blood and Guts.
I am so locked in on that. I'm working from home the day after so I can watch that live. I'm so fucking gassed.
Yes,
What are the teams for that?
They haven't decided. They haven't announced them yet. But
it's not locked in yet.
I know for a fact it's definitely going to be Queen Aminata and Jamie Hayter on one side. It's definitely going to be Triangle of Madness on the other side. I'm sure Willow's going to get into it. I think Chris Statlander is also probably going to end up in it.
I hope Wins was involved because her color match with Danny Luna was fantastic.
I think about it daily. But yeah, I think that's happening. And honestly, the way things are going, I think Chris and Mercedes could actually main event Full Gear. I think it might actually main event Full Gear. Which I think it should.
The way they're deciding Hangman's opponent, bro. Come on.
Yeah, and even like the build. Like, I mean, one thing that Mercedes has gotten a lot of criticism over is that she hasn't been in a lot of long-term stories like with any build, but like this actually has it. Like, their first match was at Full Gear. This would be match 3 for them. The story is there. Listen, don't. Okay, first of all, don't chat Hangman. He's actually having a great reign. He just doesn't have anybody to wrestle. But don't worry about it. We have a plan. The plan.
He's not going to drop the belt yet, so don't stress.
The plan. When Swerve comes back and saves us, and World's End, everything's gonna be fine. We just don't have anybody for him to wrestle. He's doing amazing work. Don't change.
Crazy. The roster's stacked and there's no one for him to wrestle.
Because
everyone has a title.
I will say all the cool people are belted up right now. Kyle
Yeah.
Fletcher has
They're
a belt.
either in a title or they are in a tag team. It's like
Kyle Fletcher has a belt. Bandito has a belt. Okada has a belt. Takeshita has a belt. Everybody is belted
Brody
up.
King
right
has
now.
a belt.
Seriously,
Like, bro, we're low kicker.
everybody's belted up. I will say,
but we could have Hangman and Okada. Like
I mean, well,
like
Okada,
Hangman and Bandito, Hangman
This-
and Brody King. You can have like
Guys, I
him
hope
and
you
Takeshita.
guys are prepared. There will be a Hangman JY rematch when JY is back.
I
will
know.
happen.
I
He needs to get his win back, bro. And people are gonna moan and bitch and complain, but when he gets that 1-2-3 on the Switch,
They have good matches
I
before. They
feel
have good chemistry.
This Okada Takeshita rivalry is already so godly, and it has barely started yet. Like, of just the people are fiending for the crumbs that they're giving us every week.
yo, bro, why is Hangman not wrestling Hechizero?
Yeah.
I think that could be arranged. I think we can do that. I think we should do that.
Tony Khan. Let me
I
get a
feel
I
talk.
will say though,
Because
Hangman versus Ricochet would be good though. I think that is the only like top heel that he hasn't
Hangman
faced yet.
versus who?
Hangman versus Ricochet. That's like the top heel that I don't think that he's really.
That would
going
be
against.
solid.
Like, I don't think that Ricochet wins tonight, but honestly, like, yeah.
I have a vision. I had a vision. Hangman versus Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, girl.
Absolute cinema.
Yes.
I had the vision. It just came to me. I was like,
Yes. Yes.
Hangman versus
not
Bobby
gonna lie,
Lashley also go hard, but Hangman versus
I'm not
Shelton
gonna lie.
Benjamin is like.
Take me through that. Take me through that.
We get a lot of crossovers with promotions and people defending against people from other companies with their belts, and the belts going around. Brother, Hiroki Goto, what are you doing? Come chat.
I've said this. I also think too of just like, especially after Grand Slam Mexico, send the Cowboy to Arena Mexico. Enough.
Yes.
Like, where's Mascara Dorada? Like, where's come on?
Where's Mystical?
I mean, well, Mystical don't do jobs, but still.
I was gonna say we don't take pins around here, brother.
They bro don't do jobs, but still, I get what you're saying. Even too, like Hangman versus, we couldn't have done Hangman versus Tanahashi, or like there's so many matches. I don't know. I think they need to get creative. But I will say though, I hate to say this, but if Hangman is being devalued to get me my first women's pay-per-view main event, I'm okay. I'll deal with it. But
I'm sure he's okay with it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that it was his idea, like
our men's world champion, exactly.
Yeah, he went backstage and he was like, you know what? I don't mind taking the bets in the backseat, like just let him do it. Like that's a real man. He's a real man.
I think it's also too because like I think him and Chris Statlander are such parallel characters in so many ways for AEW, and like I think the same way it was really important to the company to solidify him as a that homegrown star. I think is really important to solidify Stat as that person as well. Of like you got to think in another lifetime, Chris Statlander is supposed to be Britt Baker. Like, as far as the crown jewel of that women's division of
just the name.
Yeah, everything worked out the way it was supposed to, because man.
Yeah.
Hey. Willow deserves to shine in her own light. We do not need to sacrifice Stat being as incredible as she is and getting the spotlight she deserves when there's room for both the women at the top of the totem pole. Let's not do that.
And I also think, too, just like Stat needs to beat Mercedes, but she doesn't need to take the TBS title from Mercedes.
I agree.
I think that when Willow beats Mercedes, Willow does need another run with the TBS title, I think, before she like her reign was like 30 days. Like I think before she wins the world title, she does need another reign with the TBS title. And I think she needs to beat Mercedes at World's End. That's my current fantasy booking. I think that all of the major champions are going to like reach their end. I think Athena's going to lose soon. I think Mercedes is going to lose soon. And I think, next year you're going to see everybody really hungry to climb to the top, as it should be. And Willow Nightingale always has a place at the top, the very tippity top of the totem pole. Like, her popularity's through the roof. She's probably the second most popular woman in the company behind Tony.
Yeah. The pops she gets are generally like unbelievable.
There are grown men who ain't getting that type of love, and that's a fact.
There's a reason. There is a reason why this slight shift in intergender wrestling you've seen in AEW has been focused around Willow Nightingale.
Yeah. She's the captain of essentially Team AEW. Like, she is, and that's why even like I think you can't say that she's been doing nothing. Like, she almost single-handedly broke the gender barrier for AEW. Like, think about how far intergender wrestling has come in AEW since like even the beginning of the year, since Willow got involved. And I think Marina is also a part of that too. Marina's gotten so much better.
Yes,
like, Marina's gotten so much better. But yeah,
I generally think Marina. Did Chris and Marina had a match yet? Singles match? Yeah, I think that would go well because Chris is really someone that she can like. I feel like she can hold matches together. She took a good match out of the doctor, the dentist. So I feel like she can, out of Marina, the point that Marina is now, I feel like it would generally be like a very beast match.
I mean, her, like, the mixed tag match that they had, the Chris and Darby versus Yuta and Marina, was really good. Like, it was really, really, really good. And so I think Marina's going to end up in Blood and Guts. And I think that maybe Chris and Willow as well. So yeah, it's a lot of exciting things happening in the AEW women's division. Finally. And you know what?
We've been through it. We've been through it.
My hope is that when Swerve and Ospreay come back, that this same emphasis is still kept, because it is very clear that, damn, we really don't got nobody else to put up here. So, like, let's respect women. Maybe we should care about women. They say, yeah, we don't have much else going on. So, but I hope that even when the top male stars return, the gals are still a priority because they are killing it. Alrighty, I think that's it though.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, no more super chat. So thanks everybody. Any plugs?
Thanks for joining us. Any
plugs?
plugs?
I don't do shit anymore.
Yeah, I don't have anything to plug.
No, I don't think I have anything except for the Dynamite Diaries on my YouTube channel. After Dynamite, me and Danny from Black Girl Wrestling, we do it. We have Halloween costumes, shameful Halloween costumes, not the sexy kind, but kind of shameful. So,
oh my god, yeah! Please like the video. Oh my god, we've been so bad at that.
Like, subscribe,
comments,
super chat, send us money, call us nice things. We really appreciate that.
That's how pretty we are.
Yes. But yeah, this is really great. We'll be back next week, same time, I think.
Yes.
But thank you for showing up to Girls on Graps, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Peace.